What is up, ladies and gentlemen? That you got to hear was the theme song for Extreme Rules. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of Michael Miner's review show. Hashtag WLC match was awesome. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have here with me tonight, my colleagues have joined us tonight. Our first colleague had, well, pretty much some of a hangover last night from his 35th birthday. But ladies and gentlemen, Scott Casey-Gale, introduce yourself, my friend.
Scott Casey-Gale, real film #1. Member of Western Goose Society, Wrestling Renegades, DMG Nation, and WWE TNA crew.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, also we have with us tonight, my other colleague with us tonight. He is all the way from the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone, and the guy that beat me 3 times in a row on WWE 2K14 today. Yeah, my loss was bad. But ladies and gentlemen, my friend Travis Neely.
What's up, everybody? This is your owner of the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone, Travis Neely. What is up, everybody? Oh my goodness, what an Extreme Rule pay-per-view this was on the WWE Network and around the world. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. Loved it. Can't wait to review it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was an incredible Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Really good matches. We're going to first start off with the pre-show match. Well, one of my favorite matches. One of my all-time favorite matches, and will be all of our favorites, and will be Match of the Year candidate. It better be. I will be kicking some ass. If not, I will put that in my award show this year. I will put that my best match of the year. But we're going to go with the WLC match. Wow, El Torito versus Hornswoggle. Really good match. We had some hilarious characters. We had a midget by the name of Michael Cole, little midget guy. Then we had Jerry the Small Lawler. We had him. And then we had pretty much a JBL small guy, Mr. Small JBL. And then we had an awesome ring announcer. Well, not a ring announcer. And we had an awesome referee for the match. But I don't know if you guys noticed on one of the midgets on the commentator, one of the guys that was wearing the Jerry the King Lawler was the guy that was, what was his name, Travis?
Short Sleeve Samson.
Short Sleeves Samson, as you guys know him, if you go back to Nitro in 2000, that's when he brought midget hardcore wrestling into WCW. It was awesome to see him there tonight. But, man, what of a hilarious match. I know all of us were just sitting laughing our butts off. We had, well, let's see, what kind of cool things we had. We had Hornswoggle trying to do a suicide dive, missed the rope, and somehow he just bounced back. And El Melodors were going, nah, never mind. Well, we had Mr. Hornswoggle being afraid of ladders. Couldn't even jump off a ladder onto El Torito. We had Heath Slater going through a small, then big table. We had small tables, we had small chairs, we had small, well, we had almost a little bigger sized ladders. Wow. But you winner of that match and putting Hornswoggle through a table. Now, the move that El Torito did look a little familiar. It looked to me like from Kofi Kingston against Sheamus when he did the top rope and putting the guy through the table, but he did a little something different. But I have to say, really good WLC match. It was my favorite. I loved it. Scott, what were your thoughts on the WLC pre-show match?
It was freaking hilarious.
All right, Travis, what were your thoughts?
It was very awesome, funny, comedy, but amazing match. I loved all the little ladders, and I was like, them little tables were funny. It was like these little teeny tiny tables. They were they were really cool. Anyway, and you had all kind of amazing spots in this match. You had even a little miniature announce table, you know, with the little announcers, WBL and Micro Cole and Jerry the little lawyer. But anyway, that was funny, and I loved when the little announcer said, "How much was the WWE Network?" And Michael Cole said $9.99, and he said we should have it half price for $4.99. That was cool. That was really awesome. But anyway, I wanted Hornswoggle to win this, but El Torito won. But I just had a good time watching that match.
Yes, it was just a really hilarious pre-show match. I mean, the guys were even laughing about it. I mean, like what Michael Cole said, hey, would you guys like to join us? I wouldn't mind seeing them stay during the show. You'll have the Spanish announcement, you'll have the ring announcer, you have the commentators, and then, well, you'll have the midget commentators joining. I mean, that would be fun, but you know, the guys will try to get involved, try to break their table and everything they do every match they have. But ladies and gentlemen, we get into our main cards now. Our very first main card match was a triple threat elimination match. Well, pretty much you can call this a triple threat Extreme Rules elimination match, because we'll talk about that here in a bit. We had Rob Van Dam against Antonio Cesaro versus Jack Swagger. Pretty much Antonio Cesaro won this match really good. But you guys were wondering, why were you saying Extreme Rules? Well, there was a trash can used by Rob Van Dam. To me, he was thinking of doing the Van Daminator. I really wanted to see the Van Daminator happen to Antonio Cesaro, but it didn't really happen. But Antonio Cesaro got the win. Jack Swagger got eliminated first, like always. But Scott, what were your thoughts on the triple threat match?
It was an okay triple threat match.
All right, Travis, what were your thoughts?
It was a very interesting match, awesome match to start out the night for Extreme Rules. Really enjoyed this match. I was shocked, you know, the camera didn't see it. I was like, well, it got half of that frog splash on Jack Swagger. And then when he got eliminated, I was like, wow. I was shocked at Jack Swagger getting eliminated, because I thought maybe at the end it would be Swagger versus Cesaro to end the match. But anyway, I do want to say this. When that trash can came into play at the end, when RVD went to go for the frog splash, when he hit it, Cesaro had the trash can, and the trash can hit RVD in the face, and RVD's got a big old cut right there on his eye. I don't know if anybody caught that during the post-show, during his press conference or not, but he's got a cut right there on his eye. Looked like it hurt like crap. And your winner, I picked Cesaro in the predictions. Yeah, Cesaro's the man. Paul Heyman, dude. I'm glad he won this match, because I don't like RVD.
Yeah, I mean, he was really good. I even chose Antonio Cesaro to win this. Oh, wait, no, I think I had Swagger. I don't know which one I had. We get into this match should have been at least a pre-show, and you could have brought the WLC to the main card. I would love to see this better. But we had a 2-on-1 handicap match. We had Alexander Rusev against Xavier Woods and R-Truth. Pretty much, Alexander Rusev wins this via submission. Scott, what were your thoughts on this 2-on-1 handicap?
Yeah.
Okay. Travis, what were your thoughts?
this was the least match that I didn't like. This was the only match on the card that I didn't like. Xavier Woods did basically nothing but take maybe 2 or 3 bumps. And he was just outside the ring the whole entire match. Truth did all the work in the ring. Rusev, he's just a powerhouse. I don't like powerhouses that much. But Rusev needs to really get beat. He has never gotten beat in NXT. Every episode I've saw, he's never got beat there either. So, yeah, I didn't like this match at all. I mean, it was my least favorite match on the card. Rusev wins. That's it. I don't really care for that match.
Really? Do I have to read this next match? Do I have to? I don't know if I want to even talk about this next match, this WWE Intercontinental title match. I mean, it was Big E Langston defending the title. Okay, I have to talk about it. We had our third match, WWE Intercontinental title match. Big E Langston defending his WWE Intercontinental title against Bad News Barrett. My heart was crushed tonight. I know Scott and Travis were pretty much happy with this. But your winner and new WWE Intercontinental Champion, Bad News Barrett. I don't know if we want to talk about it. Scott, what were your thoughts on the Intercontinental title match?
It was an okay match. I'm glad Bad News Barrett won.
Travis?
Awesome match. Loved it. And, hey, Michael, I'm afraid I have some bad news. Big E Langston is a loser. Yes, your new Intercontinental Champion, Bad News Barrett. Ha ha, no more Intercontinental title for you, Big E Langston. Bull hammer.
Yeah. Bad News Barrett won the match, won the title. Like what Big E said on the post show. Any other questions? Thank you. Good night. I mean, there's not much to say about this match, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next match. Really a damn good match. A really match of the year candidate match. We had a 6-man tag match of the Shield versus Evolution. I mean, this match should have been put on the co-main event, not the match we'll talk about later. But, wow. I mean, like Alex Riley said on the Fallout show, the MVP for the Shield was Seth Rollins. What he did when he jumped off that top of that big stage thing where he had the barricade and jumped right on all 3 of them. But I didn't know what happened to Dean Ambrose. I'm wondering if he hit his had a little whiplash on his head because he looked pretty woozy when he got up after the match. I don't know if somehow the knee got hit over or something. But, wow. But your winners of this match was the Shield. I mean, wow. Roman Reigns kicking out of the Batista bomb. I mean, wow. Congrats to the Shield. Now we really know who's the true power. But to me, on this end, I don't think this is going to end. This feud ain't done with. Scott, what were your thoughts on the 6-man tag match?
Match of the night. Match of the night. Bar none. Bar none.
All right. Travis, what were your thoughts on Shield versus the Evolution?
Amazing match. Very amazing. It was the second match of the night. There's 2 matches that I love tonight. Well, I kind of liked them all except that one match I told you about a few minutes ago. But this match was also amazing. Loved how they got it. Fought in the crowd and Seth Rollins. I said, is he going to the top? I said, I think he's going to the top. He went to the top of that balcony area in the crowd. jumped off of it. Oh man, that was crazy. And before that he even took a bad spill at ringside when he hit that barricade. It looked like I hurt pretty bad too. But man, this was a all-out chaos match. And Dean Ambrose got on top of the announce table and did a crossbody type move to Triple H and Randy Orton to the outside. That was amazing as well. Awesome match. I'm glad the Shield won, but I'm very surprised on Ric Flair not coming out during this match because I thought he was coming out for this. I predicted that that's why I said Evolution would probably win this match because Ric Flair would come out. Ric Flair didn't come out. I guess he wasn't there tonight. Maybe we'll find out something about Ric Flair tomorrow night. I don't know. But anyway, great match, and I'm glad the Shield won. I love the Shield. They're awesome.
Yeah, it was a really, really good match to see the Shield winning this. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, we get into our fifth match. Guys, make sure you leave your lights on tonight. We're about to talk about the most creepiest cage match that I've ever seen. We had John Cena against Bray Wyatt. Pretty much we thought maybe John Cena had this match, but thank God Bray Wyatt saved it. Well, John Cena was about to win the match with all three of them knocked out inside the ring. We had the lights go out, and all of a sudden we hear this, "We got the whole world in this run," and I was like, what the hell was that? And then all of a sudden, Travis, really? You're giving me nightmares there for a second. But we had this little Johnny standing in front of John Cena, looking at him and singing that song. To me, I felt what John Cena was feeling. I was like, he was in shivers. I mean, he was scared to shit. And then Bray Wyatt came in for the Sister Abigail, kissed him on the head. Then the Sister Abigail looked at that kid like this, like his eyes were bloodshot, just looking at that young man. Went down, stepped down, won the match, and pretty much had a little hand over the kid's face, saying, "You are my little man. You're my brother." But the winner of that match was Bray Wyatt. Scott, what were your thoughts on this creepy cage match?
It could have been better, but I like the creepy kid, little Johnny. That was pretty creepy, if you ask me.
Yeah. Travis, what were your thoughts on this creepy cage match?
It was very creepy. I thought, oh, good gracious, what's happening in here? Oh, it's scary. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on, but this was very creepy. I thought John Cena was going to win this match until them lights went off like it did in here. I don't know how the lights went off in here. Is Bray Wyatt around? Oh, good gracious. I'm scared. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, very creepy. You had little Johnny singing "The Whole World's in His Hands," and that was just creepy. I agree with Michael on this. But anyway, I'm glad Cena lost this because I'm not a Cena fan, but interesting stuff happening with the Wyatt family. I can't wait to find out what's going to happen next, but I wish my lights would turn back on.
Yeah. You might want to get the lights back on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, someone having difficulty with his lights. I don't know, Bray Wyatt or little Johnny turned them off for some reason. We'll try to see if he'll get his lights back on. But we get into our sixth match that should have been the fourth match. We had a WWE Divas Championship match. We had Paige coming in as the WWE Divas Champion. against Tamina Snuka. Really good Divas title match, but Paige wins this by via submission. Tamina Snuka gave Paige everything she could, but the winner of this match was Paige with her submission. Scott, what were your thoughts on the Divas title match?
It was an okay match.
All right, Travis, what were your thoughts on the Divas title match?
Well, I thought it was pretty weird that the Diva title match was the co-main event. That should have been before the cage match. That should have been before. Okay, back on. That's weird. Okay, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the Diva match should have been before the cage match. The co-main event should have been Evolution cage match, Cena Wyatt match, and then the main event. But the Diva match was a good match. I really enjoyed the Diva match. I was shocked that Paige won. I figured Tamina would win this because I thought AJ would probably come out there or do something to maybe help her, or maybe help her, cost her the match or something. But we didn't see AJ during this match at all. But great title defense against Paige, and I can't wait to see who she faces next. And yeah, that was creepy with the lights just now.
Yeah, that was just really creepy. But ladies and gentlemen, we get into our main event of the evening. I don't have it up, but I know what it is. We had an Extreme Rules for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We had Daniel Bryan defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Kane. I have to say the Extreme Rules match was really, really crisp on. I mean, you had everything going in the back. We had a little silent stuff. It felt like nobody was talking. We were seeing, okay, we need the camera to go back. And then it was just quiet, show the fans for a little bit, and all of a sudden popped in the back. I was pretty worried. I thought maybe Kane, when Kane threw that TV at Daniel Bryan but missed and went into the water. Wow. I mean, to me, I could hear, like JBL said, what's going on over there? It felt like the mic or something's going on, but it was actually the TV in the water. It was actually that. It was the TV inside the water fizzling. I was like, wow. Then we had a fight out in the front. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, we see Ezekiel Jackson on one of the trucks. Like, okay, Ezekiel Jackson is gone. He hasn't been around for a while, but you have his face on the TV truck. Awkward. But pretty much the match was a really good Extreme Rules. I loved what Daniel Bryan did. He put Kane on the forklift like what Mick Foley did, or no, it wasn't Mick Foley match, but it was some when Stone Cold Steve Austin did about something like that. You had Daniel Bryan just doing it very softly, bringing him into the ring and just whoop, dump him, and then did the headbutts. But oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we had the flaming table. What everybody wanted to see, a flaming table. Everybody was cheering like crazy to see it. Well, pretty much we had one side covered and the other side covered. To me, I wanted to see him put a little more gasoline towards the middle and flamed up the whole entire thing, and maybe do something like they did with Mick Foley and Edge at WrestleMania 20. I think it was WrestleMania 20 or 21. I can't remember which pay-per-view WrestleMania was. If you guys can help me with the WrestleMania, which one it was with Mick Foley and Edge in a hardcore match. But, wow. I mean, Kane was brought to hell. Well, hell froze over because you had the fire extinguishers get there like 2 seconds to make sure nobody's on fire. But when Kane got in the ring, he got up. Daniel Bryan did the knee to the face, 1, 2, 3, and your winner. And still, WWE World Heavyweight Champion is Daniel Bryan, but the ending was really good. Kane got up, sat up, got up, and did his fire thing, his infernal thing. By the looks of it, by the looks of his face, I don't think this is going to end. I think this is going to go right into Payback. Scott, what were your thoughts on the main event Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Title?
The main event, I like seeing that flaming table. That was awesome.
Yes, it was. Travis, what were your thoughts on the main event?
I have a lot to say about the main event because it was so awesome. But to answer your questions, Michael, with the forklift thing, that was actually versus the Big Show with the forklift back in Judgment Day a few years ago. That was the match with the forklift. Yeah, and the Foley and Edge thing was WrestleMania 22. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the match, man, that was amazing. Oh my gosh. You had, you know, like Michael said, you had Kane backstage, and when they went backstage, there was a few people standing over to the side there, watching that screen. To me, that looked like one of the Usos. I think that was Jimmy of the Usos, and I think one of them was either Brie or Nikki watching. That's who it looked like to me of the Bella twins. It might have been Brie. But anyway, I don't know. But anyway, that was really interesting when that TV went in that water. I'm like, really? A new TV and, you know, thrown into a water like that? Kind of scary, you know, because of electricity and everything going on there. But, yeah, I must be putting Michael to sleep. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, and then I love the flaming tables during this. You know what? That was awesome. I'm glad WWE did this flaming table. I'm like, are they really going to do it? Are they going to do a TNA where, you know how Bully Ray put lighter fluid on the table and they never did it, but that one time back in the day when Abyss went through the table, you know, TNA, y'all don't do flaming tables anymore. WWE has y'all beat. WWE has y'all beat like 100 times out of the water on this match. WWE did this match very, very well. Awesome. I'm glad Daniel Bryan won this match. And boy, backstage when he did that fire extinguisher or something and he threw it in that windshield, that was something to see. And plus, Kane, you know, punch that window, man, that was something to see as well. But, man, awesome, awesome main event. And I can't wait to see what happens on Raw tomorrow night with Kane because, like Michael said, he sat back up and stared Daniel Bryan down. I can't wait to see this. Awesome stuff.
Yes, as you guys know, that's the picture he was talking about with the fire extinguisher on the back of someone's vehicle. You had the TV in the water, and then you had the chair that was pretty much broken. Pretty much, I'm going to tell you guys about this here in a bit. You guys should do that. But wow, great show. Our final thoughts for WWE Extreme Rules. Great pay-per-view. Wasn't bad at all. I mean, pretty much my favorite match was the WLC match, but my other favorite was the Shield versus Evolution match. Really great match. Scott, my rating for that was a 4.5 out of 5. Really good show. Scott, what were your thoughts and your rating?
I give it an 8.
All right. Travis, what were your final thoughts?
Amazing show. Really enjoyed this show. This pay-per-view blows TNA out of the water totally. You know, I really enjoyed this. I rate this out of 10. I give it 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. Loved the Shield match. Loved the WLC match. Loved the main event. It's just awesome. Totally awesome. That's my rating for it. Awesome.
Yeah, it was a really good show. Whoops, let me get my pillows out of there. Let's put those right there. You know what? Fuck it. I have my pillows here because I'm going to have a nice, good sleep tonight. Somewhat of a good sleep. But we're going to give our final shout-outs before we go. I know it's getting pretty late for some people. Our final thoughts, our final shout-outs of the night. Big shout-out to In the Rope Show. I will be doing a shout-out video tomorrow morning before Monday Night Raw, so I can send it to them. So I want to give a big shout-out to Matt, Zach, and Josh. Great guys. You got to go check them out. They have another podcast coming on tomorrow. Look out for me on there. Big shout-outs to our one viewer. I know it's got to be Lamont. What's up, Lamont? Lamont the Greatest Williams, your BWC United States Champion. Don't forget Massacre this Tuesday night, live from yours truly, my TV. I know big shout-outs to SLT Wrestling, all the Impact Wrestling stuff that Travis posts up there every Monday morning, about 2 a.m. their time. It's sltdwrestling.com, not .uk. Big shout-outs to Jeff Jarrett's new company that's going to be coming out called Global Force Wrestling. I think they have another episode up right now on their YouTube page. Go check them out. Check out Deshaun 2 Cents. You guys got to go check out his YouTube. He does a lot of independent wrestling reviews. He had a couple interviews on there with some wrestlers. Big shout out to Scotty for joining us tonight. Big shout outs to Travis for joining us tonight. Big shout outs to the Wrestling Renegades. I apologize for not doing a pre-show video. I will make up a video for you guys. I promise. So to the WWE TNA crew. Big shout outs to Mitch Lightning. You guys gotta go check him out on YouTube. He did an interview with David Benoit. I want to give a big shout out to David Benoit. Cannot wait to see you wrestle on July 18th in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. His first ever wrestling. So, Scott, you got any final shout outs before we head up tonight?
Society Wrestling Renegade, you DMG Nation, Travis Needy, shout out to In the Rope Show, 3 of us that go to shows back and chase out of a 68.
Yes, and Travis, you got any shout-outs or any announcements before we go?
You already done gave me one of my shout-outs already done. That's SLTD Wrestling. But I do want to give shout-outs to the people at SLTD Wrestling, like George, Brad, Greg, all the staff there at SLTD Wrestling. I know we didn't have a show last week on SLTD Wrestling, that we did not have an article up. But, ladies and gentlemen, we will have an article up next week, next Monday, because we will have a brand new Showtime at the Zone episode you do not want to miss. But I will get to that announcement in a minute. Also want to give my shout-outs to Scott Casey Gill. Happy birthday. I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. Also want to give a big shout-out to your YouTube World Podcast Champion, Michael Miner. Yes, he will be back on the Showtime at the Zone this coming week. You do not want to miss it. Also, a few shout-outs to all the fans of the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone that watches each and every week. We appreciate your support out there. Also, big shout-outs to everybody, all my Twitter followers. What's up, everybody? But those are all my shout-outs out there. My announcements, like I said, new Showtime at the Zone episode coming up next week. Michael Miner will be back on the show. We had a recorded promo the last show, but he will be back here this coming week with a brand new promo. I don't know what he's going to, do. We don't know what he's going to do. He might be going after a certain somebody. We don't know that yet. But you just have to tune in to see who he goes after. You already know who he went after last week. Who's he going after this week? We have to tune in and find out. Also, ladies and gentlemen, like us on Twitter at TNA Fanzone. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook, TNA Wrestling Fanzone. You can talk to Michael Miner or any of us here at the TNA Wrestling Fanzone. But I do want to make this announcement clear and crystal. Yes, we at the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone will not be watching TNA Impact Wrestling anymore. But don't worry, like I said, the channel's, going to keep on going. But we won't be reviewing it based on the show. We will be reviewing it based on live results. Okay, so, we won't be seeing the show, but we will be reviewing it based on live results. So I just want to let everybody know that out there, and everybody on our fan list on YouTube and around the world. But yeah, it's still going. There's some cool stuff coming up that I can't wait to, y'all tune in. Y'all have to tune in and see what's going to happen. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, those are my announcements. That's about it for me. But yeah, back to you, Michael.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out Travis's GTN Production YouTube. He'll possibly be putting up some videos that he took at a wrestling event that he went last Friday night. He said it was a really good show. Cannot wait to see that. I'm pretty much jealous of him having Tess Blanchard. I really wanted to have a picture with her, touching her booty or touching her butt or something. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I really want to give you guys something really special. I know you heard it on Facebook, but you guys can follow me on Twitter at MichaelMeyer26. You can become a friend of mine on Facebook at michael.meyer.562. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, you, the fans, my YouTubers, can now follow me on Instagram. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. I have set up an Instagram for all you YouTubers. I want to thank all the 7 followers I have on here on my tablet. I really want to thank all the 7 followers. Scott for following me on Instagram. Jason. John Bryson, the guy from DGW, the general manager, buddy. I will make sure I'll get you a video out by maybe tomorrow. I don't know, because I have a tournament that I want to start doing. Thank you to Jason. Thank you to Austin Hollis for following me on Instagram. I want to thank Alex for following on Instagram, and I want to thank this beautiful hot babe for following me on Instagram. Yeah, I want to thank her for following me on Instagram. But also, I really want to tell you guys, it is Michael Champ 26. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's Michael Champ 26. But yeah, I'm starting to use Instagram. I know a lot of people want to ask, how did you get Instagram? Well, I have this little app thing on here. I know some of you can't see it, but right there is called the One Mobile Market. This tablet is not supposed to have capable with Instagram. Well, I got through it. So yes, I have Instagram on here. I will know if you guys follow me on Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram. I might post some pictures of me outside doing something cool. But yes, please follow me on Instagram. Watch out for some cool stuff on my Instagram. I really want to thank those 7 followers. I want to thank you YouTubers for watching this review show. I'm about to head out. I'm going to go see if I can try to keep my lights on tonight so I don't get creeped out by little Johnny tonight. I've had like over 3 nightmares since that one incident with John Cena in the cage, with kids surrounding the ring. I had that kind of deal at home. But thank you guys so much for watching. Good night. I will see you guys Tuesday or Monday night for Monday Night Raw review show, and I'll see you guys Tuesday night for BWC Massacre. I am Michael Miner. This is Scott Casey Gale. This is Travis Neely. Follow me on Instagram, MichaelChamp26. I'll see you guys Monday night, and good night.
Good night. Stay classy.
Just make sure you don't have Travis beat you 3 times.